Good day, students. Today we're going to look at the Mendel's experiment. So we talked about the Mendel having the pea plant, and he was able to carry out his experiment on the pea plant, Pisum sativum. So the first thing he did was that he took the pure white flower pea plant and the pure red flower pea plant, and he crossed them to obtain what is called an F1 offspring. Okay, so let's write the first step of the experiment. He crossed between pure stalk or pure line white flower and pure line or stalk red flower. Okay, to obtain F1 generation. So what do we mean by the pure white flower and the pure red flower? So let's underline the pure white flower and the pure red flower. I'm going to start in with the pure red flower. Pure means of equal copy or identical copy. And don't forget that the R is red, while the capital letter R is red, while the small letter R is white. So when you double the capital letter R, you obtain the pure red flower. So we have the pure red flower. That is the big R, the big R. The same thing for the white. That is small letter R. You double it to obtain pure. So we have pure white flower. So we have the small r, small r. Okay, so this is the parent. Okay, let's get closer. So this is the parent. Perfect. So they are going to enter into the gamete. Okay, which is what we're going to discuss when we talk about the law of genetics or the Mendelian law of genetics. So they enter into the gamete. Big R enter into its own separate gamete. Enter into its own separate gamete. Okay, then small r, small r. It has to enter into gametes for it to combine. Okay, so we have the gamete now. Then we now have the crossing. No, they are not coming from the same R, different R now. So the R is entering into its gamete. This R is also entering into its own gamete. So let's cross now to obtain what Mendel called the F1 generation. Okay, this is interesting. Now, this big R, the first one you cross with the 2, and the second big R you cross with the what? With this 2 small r. So let's have that together. We have the big R, small r. We have the big R, small r. And we have the big R, small r. And we have the big R, small r. So what did you notice? Okay, before that, let us label this. That's the F1 generation. F1 means first filial. Filial is F-I-L-I-A-L. First filial generation. Now, when Gregor Mendel crossed between the pure stock of contrasting character, that is red, then contrasting white, he obtained the same offsprings. All the offsprings are the same. All the offsprings are the same. So what did he do? He now crossed any of the two. He crossed any two of the offsprings of first filial generation to obtain F2 generation. Now, before we go, don't forget that the white flower has been masked down, has been covered by the red. But Gregor Mendel was sure that the white was hiding. And the white was hiding and it is marked by the red. So he had to cross any of the two offsprings, no matter how much they are, to be able to bring out the white that is hiding. So that white that is hiding is called recessive traits. Are you there? It is only showing, or is going to show only when there is no big R to cover it. Okay, let's go right. Let's pick any of the two. We have the big R, small r, okay? Then the big R, small r. So this is not pure anymore. We're having the mixture of the big R and the small r. The big R and the small r. Okay? So this is the parent as usual. Then they're going to enter into the gametes. Big R enters into the gamete, small r enters into the gamete. Then big R enters into the gamete and the small r enters into the gamete. So let's write the gamete here. And the next thing is the crossing to obtain an F2 filial generation. So we have the big R crosses to have the big R, big R. Then the big R crosses to have big R, small r. Then we have the big R. You take this before this. Small r. Then we have the small r, small r. And this is called the F2 offspring or F2 generation. Generation means offspring. Take note of that. Generation means offspring. Now, what Gregor Mendel noticed is that out of the 4 offspring that are produced, 3 of them are red, while 1 is white. So he was able to bring up what is called the ratio. And we have 2 types of ratio. We have the genotypic ratio and the phenotypic ratio. Okay? Phenotype is the physical appearance, what you can see. Phenotypic ratio, we can see how many red. What we can see now. Big R, big R, big R. It means they are all red. So it means we have 3 red ratio. So far it is small r, therefore it has to be white. 1 white. This is just the physical appearance. He went further and looked at the combination of 2 letters, okay, by bringing up what is called the genotypic ratio. Big R, we have just 1. Okay, big R, small r, we have just 2 of them, and small r, we have just 1. So the phenotypic ratio of the F2 generation in Mendelian's experiment is 3:1, while genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. We're going to end our class today, and we're going to continue with the Mendelian law of genetics in the next class. Goodbye.